the Ascendant Lands. Last time we left off, you had managed to kill Katja, the last surviving Erinier, with her rock, and the Akanaloth and the Armonite that she summoned. You managed to chop up the surviving heads of the gnolls, the Vrox, and Luke, so that you could have your bodies that you can exchange for a bounty. And you were heading towards the trade hub. It intersects the three cities, or the trade point. You had managed to have Vorag and Zorja and Methor all come back, and Vorag's leading your cart, and Zorja's leading the two horses with Methor still sitting on the back. Assuming all of you are pretty much exhausted, as by the time you do get to the trade campsite, all your exhaustions that are applicable, so everyone apart from Talari gains a level of exhaustion for not having completed a long rest in this 24-hour period. Boo. Bad for bad news for no sleep. But I mean, to be fair, overall, it's you could argue that it's a productive evening overall. Pulling into the actually, do you guys want to have any discussions with your party before you actually properly enter the trade hub? Say at this point you're about half an hour away from going in. If you wanted to have a talk,
I think,
or chat.
I think Terry would just tap Krusk on the shoulder and just be like, just, I just just checking in here. But are you okay?
I'm a little tired actually. I'm a bit hungry as well. Actually, now that you mention it,
No, I'm more talking about the fact
really
that
go for a snack.
did you not see what you did to the Erinyes? Like,
No, but they don't count, right, Turi? They don't count as people.
okay,
It's
okay.
okay what we do to them.
Let's take a little step back here. First, you're calling the horse a racist because they don't like you, and now you're saying that demons aren't people. I feel like there's a little bit of a
She's
problem
got you
here,
there.
Krusk.
You know what? She's got you there.
Krusk just looks like completely gobsmacked. He's like, "Oh my god,
What have I become?
I've become the horse. I can't believe it."
Horse. That's what you're concerned about.
Just as bad as he is.
I think
What have I done?
I think Krusk, I think you just need to maybe take some time to, look at yourself in your shield for a little while. Take a good long look. Maybe think about what happened today and yeah, just think about it, okay?
Okay.
Because that was some horrifying shit. And I've seen some shit. Like I've done some shit, and that was horrifying shit.
I think you're right, Terry. I think you're right. I need to have a think. This is
You
more
think,
reason why we need a Justice Collection charter as well. I think.
just think what would Bahamut say?
Oh God. Do you think you'll be disappointed in me?
I think you might need to just think about what you're going to do until we get there, okay?
Kraus looks like pretty disturbed. So he'll just kind of like nod slowly and say, "Okay, I'll have a think."
I'm not, I don't want to say like it's not like I'm disappointed in you or anything. I just want you to, just think about it. I don't want evil Krusk to be overwhelming your opinion.
No, you're right. Thank you, Terry. This is This is good. This is why I set out on this pilgrimage. It's to learn where the line needs to be drawn, and apparently whether demons are people or not.
Well, I'm not suggesting that they are like humanoid people, but just,
They have rights. They have demon rights.
I mean, just
I mean,
your actions mean more than the being you're defending yourself against.
I'm just saying, by the way, technically the spell hold person doesn't work against a demon.
I'm just gonna turn at Talari, just be like, I don't fucking know about magic. That gives me no help whatsoever. What is hold person?
A hold person
Does it-
holds a
does it-
person in place. It freezes them.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't work on anyone that isn't a person, which would include a demon. So by magical definition, a demon is not a person. You have to use the spell hold creature to hold a demon.
Magic would know. Surely.
Magic does know everything. I mean, you
Yeah.
know.
But the demon is still a creature, right? It
Yeah, but
has
that's
a
not
soul.
but that's not what we're saying here. We're saying
I
they're
know.
not people.
What I'm talking to Krusk about here is it not important that they maybe have a soul? And I think the main point I'm making is that Krusk's actions are more important than the thing he's fighting.
I think we need to consult Arg. I think we should call him here.
No, we don't need to consult
You might be able
Arg.
to shed some light on this situation.
Please, gods, I don't want to consult Arg. No,
How do we call Arg when we do call him?
no.
Stones.
You will have a sending stone.
Who's got the stones?
Krusk,
You each,
Krusk,
you each have one.
I will slap you.
Oh, we've all got
No.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
will slap
No,
you.
we
to
did
do
this.
it.
We did this before. Yeah, he was a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Turi, I mean, this is quite important. I think he'd want us to call him.
I don't think he would. He does not want your calls. He does not want your pesterings. Don't do it.
Wow, I mean, pestering is quite a strong word. I
Okay,
think
look.
Okay.
If you want to talk
Sorry.
to Hog, talk to him, but do it in your maybe at a reasonable hour, and just don't expect him to come running. Okay?
He'll be disappointed if he knows
He's
what
got
it is.
25 words to tell you to fuck off, and he might do it.
I think he'd be impressed.
We must not become beasts ourselves. We have to uphold the principles of the Justice Collective.
I mean, you look that way. You look like a scary beast. You know, Half-Orc coming
Wow.
to you and play armor, but you're not that guy, Krusk. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. But I don't
Tell it
actually
to
look
his
like
right.
a beast, do I?
No, you don't look like
you
a
think I
beast.
do?
In a good way.
I'm looking
Maybe.
at Thoradin. No, he doesn't look like a beast.
You know, big strong beast.
Yeah, big,
Just
big strong.
Person. Okay.
big strong person. You don't look like a beast. You're fine.
Maybe Methor can help. Methor, what do you what do you think?
Oh, please, Methor, what do you think?
I feel like Methor knows about this kind of stuff.
If it bleeds, Metho kills it.
Okay,
I have to say,
Hoorah!
to be entirely fair, completely like there's no bias there. If it bleeds, like that's a very simple rule.
What if it's like a stone monster?
What if a child was bleeding? You wouldn't kill it, would you, Methor?
But this is what I mean. Methor obviously is completely unbiased. He doesn't give a shit who, what, when, age. You are no problem. You bleed, you die.
But what if it's something that doesn't bleed? Thing like a ghost. You know, the
Don't kill it
undead
then.
generally don't
What
bleed.
about like a what are those? They're like tree people. What are they?
Druids.
No, like trees that walk around.
Hippies.
Yeah, the hippies.
Yeah, I met a few of them actually. Yeah.
No, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like they're trees, but they have a face, the arms, legs. They walk around. They fight things. They're like a huge tree, and they do this.
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
Just
I
a
think we've seen
general
one.
elemental, I
ants.
suppose.
something.
I don't think we have. I don't think Ents are in D&D. I don't think well, they're not called Ents.
No,
They're
no,
not
they're
called
not
Ents,
called
but
Ents.
there is
No,
there is
they're
They're like
a
Awakened Tree, I
yeah,
think they're called. or
Awakened
something.
tree or something. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they're known. Ent isn't a thing. But
I
yeah,
had one as a mentor once. Was teaching me how to camouflage.
You had an as a mentor, did you say?
Like an awakened tree kind of thing. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
right. Oh
Well,
wow.
because to teach
Oh.
me how to camouflage.
Wouldn't have thought they'd be very stealthy. If they're like a tree.
Well, no. The main thing that they were showing me was that it's not so much about the movement itself, is that being aware of when you're being looked at, to be very, very still in your particular hiding spot.
I see.
I mean,
Do you think you could teach this? Teach this power?
No,
Oh, okay.
we're better
not
to,
you, Krusk. You're in bright, shiny metal armor.
well, we're better to hide a tree than in a forest.
Exactly.
No, that's true.
Choose your surroundings. That was the other thing.
Okay, I've got a lot to think about tonight. I need like an extra long rest to process all this.
Yeah.
Who sat next to Nadia on the cart?
Well, Turi definitely is on one side.
Actually, I imagine Talari's riding.
Who's doing the horse at the moment?
Borak's doing the horse.
Oh, she.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then she's done. Yeah.
So it's, I mean, you're all basically in the back of the cart together.
Nadia's probably just like on the floor, like because you've got
I
two
was about
levels.
to say, during the course of this conversation, more and more of Nadia's weight has been leaning on Turi until she's just completely completely flopped.
I can
Like
imagine Turi just
the
being like,
lights are no longer on, and definitely nobody is home. She's just
Oh.
completely like.
how far is
back
the outpost? Is the outpost far?
Just
I-
don't roll her off onto your lap. It'll be fine. She won't notice.
I don't want to drop her on the floor. Just
Well, it's a good thing I healed some of that exhaustion. Otherwise, it'd have been a lot worse.
She can
How
rest
much
her
more
head on my bag of holding. That's full of dead body limbs.
it's
That'd be nice and cushy.
How
Oh.
much more unconscious than unconscious can she get? I mean,
Nothing that works. I mean, how far are we from this outpost?
About half an hour or so from my ISAs.
Will you make it half an hour too?
okay. I could do that. Yep, that's
You sure?
fine. Yeah, I got it.
We
It's
can
okay.
kind of like tuck and roll her if you need.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay.
he is
With-
literally a dead weight.
I'm so much stronger than you think.
I mean, if anything, Thoradin's got the
bulk.
wavy locks. He probably makes it for a better.
I'm okay.
What?
Should we do like Indiana Jones type thing, like swap out Turi and like throw in?
Definitely do it.
Nadia's gonna get a bit of a shock when she wakes up. Already slap her.
That's you'll be fine as long as your hands don't go anywhere they shouldn't be. Then you should be alright.
Surely Thoradin will not stoop so low.
I mean, you know.
Oh, is that my sword? No.
No.
Oh my god.
Look at him.
I mean, the
Okay.
need for the Justice Collective rules is growing by the day.
You're the one.
Better
You're the one who made that stupid remark. I have to say, as much as it pains me to say this, there are worse places to wake up than in Thoradin's lap.
Not
There
many.
are also better, but there are worse.
You can count them
places
on one
to
hand.
wake up.
Yeah.
I can seriously picture Krusk having like a little piece of parchment stuck to the back of a shield, and he's just making notes
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
on the back of a shield. Must not perversely touch other JC member.
Anyone really?
Must not have
Let's
impure
be
thoughts about fellow Justice Collective members.
Wow.
Impure.
real. Your thoughts.
Well, on that thoughtful note, we can speed along the rest of the way to the trading site. So one of the first things you notice upon entering, you've come this way before. You've gone in through here just to get some food supplies before heading down to Thrim's Tower. So you've been here before, you kind of know what it should look like. And one of the first things you notice, first of all, coming here, is that there's lots of people camped here. Normally there's like a handful of people who camp in here just because it's like proximity to the trading camp, but there is a lot of people camped here, well over 100 people here, and you get a sense that these are people who are in makeshift tents, who have grabbed everything that they could and have just got to the nearest safest place from the attacks that have happened along the road. And as you go in, there's a lot more heavy guards around than what you saw before. There's definitely a heavy presence of people around, and as you go in, you can actually see that they'll guide you through and find you a spot for you to basically like camp up, and they just give you, and you all look like pretty disheveled and tired yourselves, so they don't ask too many questions of you coming in. They just help find you a spot for you to basically make camp and sleep away. But you do get the very sense that these are people here that have just tried to survive whatever they could.
Can I talk to the guard who's escorting us over?
Sure.
I'll just say to him, yeah, there's a lot of people here, friend. Is this by any chance due to the hyena attacks, the demon attacks nearby?
The Gnolls? Oh yeah. The lucky people arrive with these things on their backs. That's for
see.
sure.
Well, I have some news that I hope will be some comfort to you. We've dealt with the null threat, so your people should be able to carry on unmolested on these roads.
No shit.
Yeah, that's why we're pretty banged up ourselves. But yeah, we've dealt with the threat, and the demons have been sent back with a Justice Collective, by the way. You might have heard of it. I don't know.
Hashtag shameless plug.
Damn. Well, thank you kindly.
No problem at all. Just all I ask is that you just remember us, the Justice Collective.
Well, if what you're saying is true, it's no mean feat. From seeing the looks on these people's faces, they were lucky to be alive.
Terrible business.
There is some word that there's a bounty that you can collect from either Mystra City, McLicky Farm, or Thrim's Tower. So wherever you're heading, make sure you go there first if you got proof.
Thank you. Yes, we do have proof. Although we didn't do it for the bounty, we did it for the justice, but we will collect the bounty as well.
Sure thing. Well, thank you kindly, and safe travels, I guess. Sweet dreams.
Thank you. You too.
So yeah, guide you to camping spot for you guys to camp at. You can set up your camps. You are in as safe a place as you can hope to be. That's not a city. I'm presuming you're doing your normal precautions of your tiny hut and everything, because it's been the 24-hour period, so that actually can be recast.
Yep, might as well.
Is there
yeah.
much? Well, we're in the outpost. Is there much point?
I thought it was like a tent city, so I kind of assumed
Oh,
it
is
was
it a tent
slightly
city?
exposed
Doesn't
to
have
those.
solid walls as far as I'm
Okay.
aware.
No.
Then yeah. Then
Although anything that anyone's relying on Nadia to do just won't get done because she's still fucking unconscious.
It's
Well,
alright, we can
yeah.
just go in the hut.
I mean,
some easy fun.
Talari's can't. I mean, she's only going to short rest. She can't take another long. I mean, she could in theory, but she wouldn't benefit from another long rest. So she'll probably just stay awake and watch over
Looks
everyone.
like you're taking watch.
It's fine by me.
Again.
Yeah, it's very much like a tent city as you would get in a festival in the modern day.
Right.
I was
Um,
thinking I'm getting massive Empire vibes.
Yeah, it's very much a tent city. So you got your need for like your noise traps and things if you're out in the wild aren't necessary here, but some modicum of protection of a tiny hut is probably just a natural thing. An easy thing you can do. Without
Might
much
as
effort.
well. Yeah.
So you can certainly do that and just sleep away as much of the exhaustion as you can away.
I think,
So
So Turi will sort out Nadia's bedroll while someone holds Nadia, and then
Someone else will have to carry her, yeah.
then
Turi's not going to manage it.
Thoradin will be fine. Yeah, Thoradin can do it, right?
Yeah, he can do it.
The mental image of Thoradin, who's what, like 4.5 foot tall, carrying
Yeah.
Nadia, who is
Like
about
this.
Yeah, I'd say
2 feet
shoulder
taller than
pressure
him.
up.
Like, it
Don't
just
worry.
does
He-
not
he got
add
there.
I
up.
got
Going, bro.
Just like, yeah, that's it.
It's
Shoulder-
just hilarious
Oh, yeah.
every single
You could probably
time.
do it one-handed, to be fair. Just
Yeah,
Probably.
he's got a
He
giant
probably
strength.
could just
so
put her over his
Easily
shoulder,
can. With
honestly.
30
The only
strength.
trouble,
30
You could do it with a
strength.
finger if he could balance her.
exactly, the only trouble with that is her feet would drag on the ground.
That's why I was
Gotta
like,
be
it's got to
respectful.
be like that, isn't it? You got to hold them up. Like,
She could put her in over if you don't
Yeah,
want to like, bang her head
well,
or
as long as
something.
you make sure she didn't fall off. Well, there's probably got the strength to carry her.
Yeah.
She's just
a
not
big woman.
hanging on
sort
at
of
this
drape
point.
sort of over, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like
Very
sideways type thing,
undignified.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Very undignified.
I really want to draw something on her face, but I don't think Krusk would.
Oh my god.
Draw
Wrong
something
character.
on her face.
Unfortunately, yeah. I've
Krusk just pulls a Sharpie out of his pocket, gives her a
Yeah.
stash.
If I ever play a bard, I'll make sure I do stuff like that.
damn straight.
So basically, you're gonna create
Like
a
the
Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Excellent.
Nice.
Love it.
When Turi lays Nadia down, she'll just
Oh, I'm being tucked into bed.
linger for a bit of a second, and she'll whisper something in Nadia's ear. And I'm going to try to do this quietly, so I am going to roll a stealth roll. just in
PM it to
case.
me. Nobody can hear you.
Oh
What to
god,
do.
I rolled an 8. I would like, oh, that's
Well,
ridiculous.
Is anyone
Right,
trying
let's
to
Okay.
listen in? I
Let's
feel
hear
is
the
actually
I
the
think-
important part here.
Let's hear the
Passives,
juicy
people
whisper.
just hear it like naturally.
Also, Krusk would be very interested if he saw Turi whispering something, so he would definitely try and listen in.
Okay, well, basically,
Nice
any- an-
bastard.
anyone listening, because that's the shittest stealth roll I think I've ever rolled,
Should have been one.
we'll just hear Turi whispering, "Now I understand that this is something that's not you. I don't know what this thing is inside of you. I don't know how it works, and I don't want you to ever lose a fight to it. So I'm going to do my very best at finding some way to exorcism this shit out of your body, even if you can't. Because I don't have that many friends, and I'm not willing to lose one now." And she's just going to lay her down really gently. And then she's going to go meditate. And she's not just doing a regular, like, 4-hour trance. Like, I think Talari would notice this. Like, she'll trance, or seem to be trancing, for like 6-7 hours straight.
You might notice Krusk's eyes were a bit red if you cast like a glance his way. But
Nah, Turu would think she was being super sneaky, so she wouldn't even bother.
Three things she's being subtle. Krusk is
Krusk.
just like massively hearing it.
He's just like, oh my god, that was so emotional. The power of the Justice Collective.
Are you okay, Cross? You seem to have the sniffles.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Don't get cold now.
You're a good person, Turi.
What?
What? Nothing.
Hey, would anyone else like to do anything during or before your long rest attempt?
No.
No, nothing for Talari now.
I like the way you use the word attempt.
gotta throw some suspense in there just in case.
He's gonna keep us on our toes.
Just in case. But yeah, okay. So you manage all to successfully long rest. Congratulations.
Fucking points
So-
of exhaustion pinging on and off of me like
Yeah.
nobody's business.
I can cast spells again. Hooray.
Yeah.
Good
So
innovation.
you basically would have arrived at the camp for around 6, or around the camp the setup, like begin your long rest at around 6 a.m. and 8 hours later is 2 o'clock. No, fuck, I do maths.
It is 2 o'clock in the
No, it's 2 in the
afternoon.
afternoon.
Yeah, it's like early afternoon.
Yeah, so it's about 2. Yeah, so about 2 o'clock in the afternoon when your old long rest fully abates or fully completes, and there is plenty of hubbub and busyness going on in the marketplace. People trying to basically barter for extra goods so they can actually try and complete their journey. Some of what you had said, Krusk, around the gnolls being destroyed has gotten round. Some people have come in during the day and have actually said they weren't attacked during the night. As well, so it added further credence to your the rumor you first started.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, so there's a lot of hubbub and busyness going on. Some people are nervous still and are looking to hire extra guards to try and head where they need to go. So yeah, there's a group wanting to be a massive group of around 30 people trying to hire as many guards as they can to head up to Mystra City.
Ooh.
Um,
Might as well
the-
join it, I guess. Right?
So if you want to offer your services as guards people, they're willing to pay 50 gold per guard.
Wow, quite good. Might as well. We're heading up to Mystra anyway, aren't we? So
Yeah. See if we can name drop who we are, so you get a bit extra. Have you seen our bag?
I think anyone wants to.
No, but here's proof of how good we are.
Yeah, nevertheless.
Trophies.
Little disgusting, but trophies.
Well, seems like a good extra cash going the way we're gonna go.
Yep.
Seems a bit swindling, being that these people we've kind of dealt with the threat that these people are probably worried about.
There's other threats. Might be bandits or
Yeah,
wild
exactly.
animal attacks.
There are many
Or-
more things out there that will try to kill you than just gnolls.
Last time we got attacked by a dragon, so you never know.
I mean, we were, to be fair,
Okay.
in their home for that one. But
Yeah.
yes.
Fair point.
We kind of
No,
saw
that's
that
true.
coming.
What happened? We spared the dragons, right? In the end, didn't we? Well, they spared
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Yeah, more like the second one,
They-
yeah.
We
Yeah.
killed
Gave
the
them the
remember
head.
we killed the children, and then
Troy
the
didn't
other
kill
guy.
the
I
children.
had to give that. I had to give the goddamn head back.
And
I didn't
rips
want
the
to
head
give
off.
that head
Yeah,
back.
no, I remember that.
Oh, that was sad. Never deny cash. Cash is king.
So yeah, so it will slow down. The slight downside to this is it will slow down your traveling capability massively. So you're looking at even slower than normal speed now to get that many people organized and moving in a straight direction and such. So you're looking potentially double, twice as long as you would have expected.
So
The
how
other
long?
thing
How
is we
long
have to
is?
agree this with our compatriots.
So a normal time span was 5 days. You spent basically 2 days, 2.5 days to get to where you are right now, and you're looking at another potentially 4 days of travel north in this convoy of 30 people, or 35, 30, 38, including all of you.
I mean,
Maybe we should skip it then.
I mean, the rest of our group might not necessarily be adverse to turning down the extra cash either. I mean,
Yeah.
are we in a particular rush?
Well, we do want to get. I do want to complete the pilgrimage. I think. It would-
I'm
Well,
also
Matt, remind me
itching.
how long it's been since we left Mystra City.
It has been
How long we
while,
were
I think.
told we had. It was like 2 weeks or something, wasn't it?
yeah, pretty
Possibly.
much.
Yeah.
Feel like
it's
it's been a week and a half.
Yeah.
So
We have.
even if
Yeah.
even if it did take us further, this is me reminding us at OC there was some reason we were waiting in Mystra City, and therefore even if we zoomed back like right McFucking now, we'd probably still be kicking our heels for a couple of days.
Yeah.
In
Let's
the
see how much
city.
time's passing.
Yeah, so if you look at if I assume it's going to be total time, so you're looking at my calculation's going weird. You would have spent basically 12 and a quarter days between when you first left Mystra City and then coming back into it. It would have been if you go, I'll do this. So
That's with doing this. So even
That's with
if we
doing
did this, we'd
Oh,
still have like
okay.
a day and a half or whatever to waste.
Okay.
give or
So
take
That's
potentially.
give or take,
That's,
yeah, yeah.
that's not too bad. Okay.
Shall we go with the convoy then?
Yeah,
And
makes
then-
sense.
Well, what do you think? Sell swords that I've not forgotten the name of.
Method.
Bethel, Zorsha. I don't know the other one.
Borak.
Borag, that's it.
Come on, man! You forget Vorak? Come on, man!
Look, I am sorry. We've been, we fought together once, which is great and everything, but I don't feel like you and I have made a particular connection. It's just how it is.
I'm supporting you, Turygurtha. I feel like I know you all better.
What's my last name?
You don't have a last name.
Shit.
What's my last name?
Vesuvia.
How did
Talari's like, I never told you that.
Exactly.
Krusk is like scratching his head as he tries to figure out the answer to those two questions. By the way.
Yeah, Thoradin didn't know either.
But I think I'm the only one with a surname out of us, so
I don't even know if I have a
An-
surname.
An official surname, yeah.
I don't think I came up with one.
That's
No,
not
I don't-
of city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just Krusk. I don't have a surname.
I mean, orphan, death cult, they don't really care about last names.
It would be funny if your surname was Gurtha and Turi was your first name, and then you didn't realise that you just shoved them together.
Turygurtha.
I think that should be headcanon from now on.
Oh, it fucking isn't.
Oh dear.
Turygurtha is one word, I guarantee you.
I mean, we've never met another Turygurtha, so we can't be sure.
It's a very uncommon name.
It's Elvish, and this
So-
very specific meaning name.
I think I
Mean-
speak. No, I don't. I don't speak Elvish.
I speak Elvish.
Abyssal.
I was gonna say, Talari would know. It means weapon of death
Oh my
in
god.
Elvish.
Fair enough.
Nice. That's a sweet name.
Do you
Which
sure?
bit means weapon and which bit means death? Is it like an order? Turi, weapon.
No, I
Girth
think
is-
Girth is the weapon
Okay.
and death is the Turi bit. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure, but I may be wrong.
Maybe we should call you Girtha from now on.
We just keep calling her Death then.
God's
Turi.
sake.
Yeah, Turi, are you okay with us calling you Turi? We'll call her Girth from now on, I guess.
Girth. Oh my god.
Hey,
No, I didn't.
Girth.
The more you guys talk about this, the worse
Need
it's
some
going
help.
to get
Need
for
some
you.
help from Girth.
Okay.
Oh man.
Can I just like speed dash? Can I speed dash slap them all in the space of like a few seconds?
I mean,
What's
I'm
your
probably
name?
still
Like a light
asleep.
tapping.
Don't slap me.
That's
What
Talari's
is,
odd. Yeah.
what does your name? What does your name mean, Talari? Is it Elvish as well?
And I'm half elf.
Oh.
It's just the name my parents gave me. They never deigned to give me a reason. They died before I found out.
Do you know what Talari means, Turi?
That's
Well,
up to Sunny as
I
an
mean, I made it up,
Elvish.
so like,
Oh, it's
It's
not an
not-
Elvish. Oh, okay, got.
so it's just I didn't put it through a translator or anything, so I have no
Oh
idea.
no, fine.
Look,
Yeah.
all I'm going to say is I was literally an orphan brought into a death cult, and they wanted to make a weapon. So what else do you expect them to call me?
Not very imaginative.
No, not really.
What shall we name our weapon of death? Death weapon.
Pretty much.
Well, you're a weapon of life now, are you not? Seeker of life? What's Seeker of life?
You should change your name, Turi.
Ooh. Weapon of
I
justice.
don't know, that feels
I suppose.
weird.
Weapon of justice. Yes, do it.
Yeah.
What is that in
I'm-
Elvish?
I am not googling right now.
She's just sitting there, just like,
Running it through our mental
Yeah.
translator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how you
Yeah, she's just
have to break down the syllables to like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what the.
Rearrange the syntax.
I
Now
reckon
we'll
be
Yuri
right
should
back.
change her name. Oh no. Okay, she's researching her new name.
Probably she's gone around to ask some elves people, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the? Is it regional based or is it?
But it's
in
good.
the
It's like
Niwa?
there's Elvish and there's like Drow Elvish. You know, they got a separate dialect going on. She's got to figure out what. You know. But yeah.
Yeah,
Tur-
so accents
yeah.
Underdark and
Well, I think Turi's want to, guess, figure that out.
Yeah, good.
I don't know if we
Wow.
heard that she changed her name, but you know.
True, but I didn't realize her name literally meant weapon or death. It would be nice to change it, maybe.
Maybe.
Back to the question at hand that you presented to us. I don't see why not. 50 gold for a pool down the road we were going down anyway. It's pretty much easy money, considering what we did taking on those gnolls. Pretty short work,
I mean,
wasn't that?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
We did, yes. Indeed, we
Some
did.
people pulled their weight more than others, but okay. Some people deserve a larger share than others, but okay.
Did you sign a contract that agreed to the stipulation of the contract? You had
Well,
every opportunity to negotiate.
I feel like when you sign a contract, you expect a certain amount of work and effort from someone to get that
You got every copper penny all worth out of
Okay.
us, and you will continue until we get to our destination.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Blame Krusk over there for his moonbeams and fireballs. If you really want to reassess blame, we never got opportunity to really splash our effects.
that is true.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
We
sure
sent them
they
back,
would
yeah.
have been amazing. And
Yeah.
I was dropping a lot of big stuff.
Could have got them killed.
The Justice Collective always pays their debts.
We don't have any.
It's because we pay them all.
Yes, I guess
Yeah.
that sort of makes. But we've never had any debts to begin with. But yes.
Because.
Oh, dear man, it was great when you guys were asleep.
Wow.
I mean, technically, it's Thoradin who haggles over everything. We're just there.
You
To
don't
join
haggle,
in,
you-
Haiss. You often join in. You don't get a wriggle out of this one.
More because it's funny than because I actually want a discount.
Oh yeah.
Nevertheless, I'm just putting that out there.
To be fair, Krusk, you did negotiate this contract specifically.
That is true.
Because
Yeah.
Turygurtha stitched you up.
You're welcome.
I gave them a very good deal, though. I think. I mean,
What is the percentage? Is it like 40, 40, 20?
40%.
That isn't
Yeah.
Thinking getting 20. Yeah.
I mean, I think they got quite a good deal off us. to be
Ethel
honest.
gets 20 because he lost the arm wrestling match.
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
the remaining
my whole work.
40.
Okay.
Well, we would have had to probably
No.
leave these guys behind if Method, or we would have just basically made like no money off this, like 10%.
Be very, very. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So yeah, looks like we're in agreement then. Of this guard duty, as it were.
Yep.
Bear in mind, I'm still magically spent from our ordeal. So, won't have so
No
many
problem.
healing to go around.
I'm pretty charged up with my magic, so
Just only one of you can die. Please don't more than one.
Only one of you can die.
Wow.
Any more outside of that will cause problems.
hopefully, I mean, we're heading towards Mystra, which is quite a major city. Hopefully, it'll be fairly uneventful.
Half are basically just people trying to just get back to the city, and the other half are people with some form of goods. Most people are on foot, and they were lucky. And a group of them were lucky enough to basically persuade to get a cart that looks very out of shape. and are just basically able to pile in. So it's very ragtag, which is likely the reason for why your convoy is going to take so long getting north.
There's just not enough transports for the people on foot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could have,
you
because I might have
have,
been able
yeah.
to do something about the rickety car because I've got mending. So in theory, I could kind of do something, but it's not worth it. She wouldn't.
Yeah.
If it meant like everyone could go faster, then maybe. But if we're still going to go slow, even with that, that's not worth it.
No, definitely not.
Although completely breaking down would probably slow the convoy down quite a bit. Just
But then if we're always going to go to the speed of somebody walking, and more people are walking, it really makes no difference. But our car's fine, so that's all that matters to her. As long as she doesn't have to walk.
Talari's so selfish sometimes.
Because she spends so
What?
much time having to be selfless in her
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. So yeah, so you all paid up front 50 gold.
Oh, up front. Okay.
Yep, you're all paid up front 50 gold. They're not taking any chances. They make you sign a very brief contract that basically says that you agree to not try and steal anything from anybody, that you protect to the best of your abilities, and the standard affair of just don't be a dick and protect everybody. But yeah, for the rest, but yeah. So depending on how confident you are in your abilities, that you have actually dealt with most of the demon problem, it could be a very smooth journey.
Could be.
It could not. It could be. It could not. But yeah. So you head north, strike out north for with your convoy of 38 people, and it is slow going.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Who's waking Nadia up? We're leaving that afternoon.
Probably going to be Terry.
She's just
I-
gonna
I-
sleep
I-
through the entire negotiation.
I think probably Terry after all. She'll just look around and suddenly realize, oh, Nadia still isn't up yet. I got
Missing
it.
somebody.
Start very, very gently, and I imagine it's going to end up with either water over the face or a very, very hefty nudge.
I have thaumaturgy. Just gotta ask.
I have lead hands.
As you do.
What does it do? Did you say?
Yeah.
Well, it has a few different effects, but the one I was thinking of is I can make my voice boom 3 times louder than it is, or I
Give
can cause tremors.
everybody a heart attack, why don't
Yeah,
you?
it should be like using like a loudspeaker, basically. Or sorry, what's it called? A megaphone.
Megaphone.
Now, to be fair,
Right.
shaking her awake will actually work at this point. Which point, Terry, you get given a really bleary look and like. And then she just shuts her eyes again and groans.
No, we have to get up now.
Why?
Because we have to go. We're going to protect these people, get some cash on the way to Mystra City, on the way to our bounty. All good things. But
What the fuck happened?
chop, wake up now.
I'm awake. What happened?
Well, you went into your crazy rage thing.
I know that.
You fought some demons pretty fucking hard. And then I don't want to say you snapped.
I definitely snapped. Where's Nathaniel?
Not here.
Who's Nathaniel?
Brother.
Her brother.
Oh.
She
He's
sits bolt upright in the sleeping bag. Where's Nathaniel?
he's not here. He wasn't here. He wasn't there. Only we were there.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. Where's Talari?
She's over there.
She's okay.
She's alive.
Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Okay, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. And she will, in fact, get up. In a manner very reminiscent of somebody who had an awful lot too much to drink last night. Like, she's not moving with anything like her usual, like, speed.
It's okay. Take your time. You had a big
Pointless. Where are we
night.
going? Why are we going now?
We're going now because we're going to protect some people and make some cash and collect our bounty. The cell's also into it, so is Methor.
Okay. Do we reckon we're going to be attacked by anything? I don't want to fight.
There is a small possibility. I don't know.
Well, I'll give it our best shot, I suppose. Fine, I'm up. I'm totally up. And you just like gonna roll out the sleeping bag and like get like stand up by degrees, like.
Maybe go towards the middle. Maybe take a little step back. Thoradin can take the front line. That's okay.
Yeah. Oh. Holy shit. At which point she's then gonna like inspect herself vaguely. And you be treated to a litany of grumbles as she realised like part of her hair's been cut off and her tunic has been ruined and all the rest of it.
That can all be fixed. I mean, sorry about the hair. It'll grow back.
Why are you sorry about the hair?
I don't know. I just
didn't cut it
feel
off,
bad
did
for
you?
you. No. Nope.
Okay.
Don't blame that on me. Please.
Well, I don't know why you would, but you were saying sorry for it.
I'm apologetic in a sympathetic way.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's my
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
axe?
that's right.
Okay. Talari can drive the frickin' cart today.
Yep.
Going to sit in the back and complain.
Fair enough. Good to have you back.
And she will, in fact, get in the car and probably spend like a great deal of time eating and drinking and indeed complaining because everything hurts.
Yeah, it's a long list of things are done to her.
Yeah, and blackout berserker fits are not kind on the body in general. She aches from top to toe.
As you're complaining, Tyri's just nodding.
It's like the sugar crash.
Yeah. She's overdone it in basically every single direction. All of her muscles ache. Her tunic has been ruined. Her hair has been cut off. She's hungry. She's thirsty. She has a headache. Yeah, you get the general idea.
Are there any musical people in the convoy? Any bards or just people who know how to play instruments?
You are not multi-classing, please, for the love of God.
For now, I just want to get some tips.
There likely are, but their concern is to get somewhere with behind walls. So to get them to talk about anything other than the safety or protection is going to be a difficult task, I would say.
What if I offer them some gold? How much do peasants make? Like a gold a year, is it?
Well, a highly skilled person at the top, like an artisan takes 1 gold a day.
1 gold a day.
A bard
okay.
is an entertainer, not a peasant.
How can I mean, I'll just offer people like in general. I'll say 15 gold if you spend the next few days while we're on the road just show me the basics of how to play a flute.
Do I have to walk?
Do you want to not walk?
Let me in that cart of yours, and with the 15 gold, I'll help you out.
Deal. Guys, I need some space in the cart.
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
was imagining a couple of us walking, have a perimeter around these people.
I think yeah, Turi would get out and
Yeah.
start walking. Just realised because we rested, I have 2 hours back on the boots.
Yeah,
You
I'll
can even fly.
If people cooperate, then yeah, I'll get him in the cart and I will give him 15 gold.
Okay. So yeah, so you managed to convince a weary, what looks to be like a nobleman, really.
Yep.
But from his clothes that are left, doesn't look like a nobleman. But they are quite knowledgeable on different instruments, and is able to give you a few pointers on how to get a tune out of a flute, and some very basic notes, and a handy little like tune, like kind of like Ferrajaka or Yankee Doodle, where it's like very early beginner notes that you can basically just piece together, and it's quite
Inner stuff,
Yeah.
very solid rhythm
Awesome.
over
Yeah.
the course of the days.
Chris will be very studious. I'll try and like jot things down and stuff like that.
Sunny,
Yeah.
about halfway through the day when she's gotten over her headache and eaten something, Nadia will fix her own tunic. She'll get out like a needle and take it off, get out a needle and thread, and just sit
To be
there.
fair, the mending is just a cantrip anyway, so she can do that.
If Talari sees her preparing to do this and is like, I can fix it with magic, she'll totally let Talari fix it with magic.
Yeah, it's probably
because it's
what you
easier.
do.
Also, she doesn't then have like a little darn. I say a little darn, an enormous, great big darn.
Yeah, because that's the
across
thing.
the
It's just
back
like you
of
won't
it.
have any weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's what will probably end up happening. If I mean, generally, if anyone has, it's kind of why I picked up the
Yeah.
cantrip. If anyone has like broken clothing, assuming it's not like horrendously, she will cast mending to fix everyone's clothing. them.
I took
I imagine we've all got little
like
cuts and nicks.
Yeah,
and
it's like
stuff,
little
so,
things here, but if
yeah.
obviously like
quite a few
say
sword blows in that fight,
Yeah.
so it's probably a bit.
yeah, it's quite limited.
Thoradin's okay. He
quite-
doesn't bloody well wear a shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
It's-
now he's got giant strength. His muscles, got bigger. Maybe his shorts
that's
ripped a bit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hulk style.
knows?
He
Yeah.
needs the amazing. He needs Hulk. He
It'd be
needs to
funny.
get Hulk's tailor, get them stretching trousers, that miraculously still cover his gonads.
I thought we did get him. I thought we did get you quite.
Oh yeah,
I
shit!
think
You
we
did.
did,
You
yeah.
got a new pair of trousers and those gloves.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
your old pair didn't fit because you were too hench. I
Nice.
remembered that now.
All good.
You're already all set in that direction. But yeah. So over the course of the 4 days of traveling, it is slow going, very mundane, quite boring, I imagine, for you guys. But you do manage to get all the way up to Mystra City, and it is a welcome sight to be
Can
had.
I do another long rest to fix my last point of exhaustion?
Oh yeah, you'll be able to get you'll be another 3 long rests in.
Alright. Cool. Just wanted to double check.
Do we press that button or are we doing stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you better get all the long
4 days,
rests in.
hasn't it? So yeah, I'm sure
We'll get at least one. By around the second day, Nadia has stopped dragging around like a zombie and is acting far more like her usual self.
Much to the relief and just you could as soon as you see sight of the walls, like the pace quickens of all the people there. You get excited, chittering, and it's just like we could actually be close to safety home. What is that going to be? That's going to be great home, or at least safety, and actually able to get. And when you do actually finally like see sight of the first gate of Mystra City, some people flat out just run to it, completely just peg it, just as fast as their feet can carry them. And it is some people just get there as quick as they can. But you do manage to get up to Mystra City the rest of the way unabated. So yeah, so you are in Mystra City. Congratulations.
True.
What would you guys like to do now? You're in Mystra City.
I might go do a bit of shopping if we've got a couple days to kill.
Oh shit, I have 50 extra gold. I should add that to my sheet.
Yeah. Can I go to the market? Well, I'll ask the group. I'll say, does anybody want to come to the market with me?
I will.
What are you doing in the market?
Buying stuff.
That was a dumb question, wasn't it?
Buying shit.
What stuff are you buying in the market?
I don't know. I'll see. Gonna have a little look around, but we've got a couple days to kill, haven't we? I'm hoping to get something which helps me cast spells quicker.
Oh,
You're
actually,
not
not
still
sure
on
if I
that
have
flaming
anything.
reliquary thingy, are you?
Oh, no. I don't know how to put this in icy terms, but I don't have the spell right now. But
You're waiting. You're waiting for the right
Yes.
opportunity.
I'm
Gave up
waiting.
on it.
I still
Have not
want a
got
reliquary.
access
but-
to the circle.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully when we go to Bahamut's temple, which was the original think somebody told me anyway. They said they should have some there.
Mm,
Uh,
yes.
Talari will join you because she's on the lookout for a shield she can use. If she can find a magically inclined one, then she wouldn't mind. But at the very least, she wants a shield.
Do you guys want to sort out the bounty first?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorting out the
Thoradin
bounty
will-
would
Thoradin will
definitely
do
be a
that.
good
Probably
idea.
smart. Yeah, probably smart.
That was
probably
a
smart.
let's go do that first because it'll give us extra
No,
gold.
you
as well
guys-
as it's been-
Before
Thoradin
I
will do it.
forget, on the trip to Mystra City, Nadia calls her brother up every night on the little sending stone. She called him up at least twice on that trip to cry at him. There's only so much privacy you get in a camp like
I was
that.
about
You
to say probably
all
attempt
heard
privacy,
her.
but yeah.
You probably all know.
Anytime
yeah.
Nadia does that call and starts crying, Turi like immediately starts meditating. No questions why.
Suspicious.
So,
Bizarre, but she won't have noticed. Sorry to derail. Carry on with the bounty.
yep, so you all head to the city hall to basically the bounty section and go in and try and discuss what is going on. What you can see before you actually speak to any official or anything is that there are signs that are basically saying that they've identified that gnolls were that they had identified that gnolls were a part of the attacks. There was a gnoll fang, there was a Shusaver as well, and there was a humanoid person involved as well. The gnolls, they're paying out at 250 gold per head.
Wow.
The fang, they're willing to pay 1,500 gold.
Oh,
Hey, you
And-
vaporized him, isn't it?
Fuck.
Very
No,
good.
the fang you got the head of.
We've got the
Yeah.
head of
Oh,
our
did
fang.
we?
Shit, you
Oh, I
didn't get the
thought we.
Shushava.
The Shusaver is what you didn't manage to.
I think
did
I
that just-
vaporized the Shusaver.
Oh,
The Shusaver, they're willing to pay 2,000 gold for,
Oh,
and
man.
the humanoid. So there was conditions for the humanoid that you had to at least have the head at a minimum, and that they would have to confirm that they were part of the. You have to prove that they are part of the null party, not just any old humanoid you cut the head off of, because you can imagine some people might have tried to do that.
Which our diary should help with that, hopefully.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the diary with the head they should be able to use some magic to help corroborate that information. So that's what you can see with that. Before you even speak to anybody, that's the kind of money they're trying to pay out. So then you do go up to a desk, and whoever's at the front, they go, "Afternoon, how's it going?"
Thoradin, he's got stuff, right?
Yeah. I got
Right.
everything in the bag. I'll just go up and say, your null problem has been eradicated by the Justice Collective.
Nice.
Myself and my comrades here.
Hmm.
We have the remains of some of the gnolls. We have some of the heads, as well as a humanoid. I didn't say anything about the rocks, so I'll probably keep those.
I mean, you can try and
Yeah, I would try.
I'll try.
try.
Yeah, I'll mention that I've got 2 rock heads. I don't know if you have it listed. I can list off what I have.
Yeah, I've got a list. So you have 12
Okay.
null heads, 1 null fang, 2 rocks, and 1 Luke head and his body.
Yeah, that's it. And then whoever's got the diary, we can use that as evidence, and the flute.
Right, I think. Remember correctly?
Yeah,
Turi
Turi
has it.
took it.
I
I
will
don't
ask if
have
they need to
diary.
keep it or not. Do they need to keep the diary, or can we keep that? It's just evidence.
We'll likely need the diary to corroborate
it.
information.
That's fine. You keep
you-
it.
You could certainly have it back after a day,
I
potentially.
have seen plenty of his songwritings. You can keep it.
I'm sure Cross might like it.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
Nope.
I. Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Okay.
I would
Nope.
like it.
Nope.
I don't think we need any more. I was thinking Please, I had
The
enough on the
musical
way here.
tunes I heard on the journey were plenty enough for me.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll need it to corroborate information at first, but once we're done with the investigation, if you're in the city, we can certainly hand it back to you, or we can try and deliver it to the bank somehow, via the bank somehow. That's absolutely fine by us. And how many of you are in your party so that we can get your writs of completion?
It's 8 of us.
8, sweet. Thank you very much. That makes my life easier. So, how are you going to do about the rocks? So you're going to just present them and say,
Yeah, I'm going to present that we had to combat some procs. Whether they accept them for a price, what that price would be.
Oof.
Obviously, they're quite unique.
Yes.
Demon bird, basically.
Yeah. I don't know if they've seen it before.
Exercise.
Let's. I don't think we've had any reports of rocks in the attacks. So
Is there no open bounty generally? Demon?
well, there's. Tell you what. I'll speak to my manager, and I'll see what I can do for you guys. Considering that you've done a sizable dent into the Knolls attacks, we'll certainly be. So I'm certainly willing to give you a hand.
We actually did a
okay.
bit more than that because yeah, we gonna say it? You've gone.
Basically the same thing. Like there were more, but
Yeah, there were 2 Erinyes and a Shushiva, which we don't have the actual body parts of, but they were there and we killed them. And you can zone a troop us if you need evidence.
Our friend has a glowy axe that disintegrates the sea, so caused a bit of a problem.
Shame.
And my friend here kind of did this moonbeam and kind of disintegrated some of the gnolls. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get more. But yes, we have.
Shame.
You could. I mean,
Wow.
if you zone a troop us,
They
is that
don't
not
believe
is that
us.
not evidence? I will submit to any zone of truth questioning.
Your truth is your truth. I'll see what I can do about the rock. It is a shame we don't have any other evidence on these Erinyes and fortunately the Shusova, especially. I'll see what I can do.
My memories is
And
evidence.
I'll speak to my manager.
What we can say
Yep.
What we can say is that this humanoid was in some way linked to the demons.
Oh,
We don't know if it was by blood or what, but
yeah,
they were in some way linked. So
He was the son of an
they
evil
called
sibling.
they
The
called
sibling of the
him
Erinyes.
little brother.
Yeah.
and they
I
were
don't know how
apparently
much we should
sisters.
say, but yeah, we
Might
can
as well tell them they can.
Yeah.
Maybe they can like put up another bounty or something. He was the
They
son of
literally have
an
the
evil
book,
demon.
Yeah.
so
That's true,
they're going
yeah.
to be aware that he's the son of a lesser greater
Yeah.
demon, which is just a demon.
Yeah. His name was Luke.
The tiefling.
Luke the Tiefling, and he was
Yep.
a Tiefling. So you know.
It
I can
achieved
tell
his
the
dreams.
horns.
Oh, I forgot he's got the actual head.
Got the body lying on the table.
Do you want this body as well?
I'm concerned what you would do with it, to be honest. Yes, we'll take it. Thank you.
Anything extra for that?
I was gonna do anything with the
No,
body.
I'm afraid not. It's still one package. We'll make sure that they're properly disposed of.
It's one package. Sorry.
But yeah, so after about 10, 15 minutes.
I want to just say to that when he's gone.
Yeah.
Want to be careful with bounty items. Axe.
It's not my fault. It just goes off.
No,
okay.
no. I get.
You're losing
I get
us
that.
a lot of money,
No,
Nadia.
it's not. No, that's not the issue. It's more if we find something that's potentially close to death, maybe not having Nadia hit the final blow, or at least maybe
Talari, look,
It's 2,000
some
gold we missed
things-
out on. I mean,
some things, sure, yeah, okay. 2,000 gold is all very well, but that Shusova was trying to eat my face. I was not going to stop and politely ask somebody else to come up and stab at it when you were all on the other side of a wall.
no, that's fine.
Knock it out. To be
But
fair.
I mean,
Hit it with a
but
flat
then,
blade.
I mean, surely there would have been another weapon. If we got you another weapon that you could potentially use
Have
that doesn't
killing
disintegrate.
axe, and you want me to not use it on demons?
Yeah,
Not
I
ones
think
that we
you're-
have bounties
you're-
on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you're looking at this far too much about the gold perspective. We earn enough keep to be
Talari,
able to
for
afford a
fuck's sake.
few dust animals.
We have enough problems without me in the middle of a fight having to stop and think, shit, are we going to want to make some money off of this? I better stab it with something else.
I mean,
She,
we could
Can she
do
hit it
that.
with the
Also-
flat? Can she hit it with the flat of the blade, like non-lethal, or will it disintegrate them? It'll still do it. Okay.
It just,
Well,
I don't know,
okay.
it just goes off, okay?
That
It
was a
just
question for
goes
that,
off.
but
Let's
it
let's
just
let's
goes off.
let's just look at this for a second. If you're, in a deathly situation, you have a demon trying to kill you. Do you really think the smart move is to use a less capable weapon against that demon,
100%.
just for the possible chance of some funds afterwards, which you can't use if you're dead?
Yeah, Talari, I see where you're coming from, but A, I have a demon killing axe. I'm going to use it to kill demons with. B, when a demon is trying to eat my face is not when I'm going to be stopping to think, and that's where you can stop the sentence, much less stopping to think about how much money I could make off of this if I kept its head.
I
You're
mean,
making
a
Thoradin
diamond.
very upset with this.
A
this
diamond's
regard to
only
money.
1k, so even if you died and we brought you back, we had the diamonds. We still could have made 1k
We still
there.
made a profit.
Yeah.
Also,
It's not-
diamond's only 300, I think, isn't it? So actually, you make a lot more profit than yours.
Oh,
So.
it's even less. Yeah,
Just
that's
three
I
true.
think it's
gold, yeah.
300 per diamond.
It's
Yeah,
not
so could have made 1.7k profit.
It's pretty
You're
good
all
money.
fuckwits, you know that. All of you.
I'm just saying, 2,000
Thank
gold
We
is
shall
a lot.
business
of money.
minds.
So it's a 2,000 gold is a lot of money.
Thank you, Terry.
I mean, if the flat of the blade would work, that would be an idea. But yeah, I think it's too much to ask her to switch weapons during combat.
Yeah, that weapon's too good.
And the
Did she hit
demon
them-
killing axe, I'm going to use it to kill demons, as the dudes come back by this point.
If she bludgeons the
can.
demon rat without using the actual metal of the axe, would that count as a non-lethal
How
knockout?
did your own demons,
The
Krusk?
entire weapon is magical. Just let it
Is it the
rest,
entire
Krusk.
effect, or is it just the blade?
Krusk, you're the one who, summoned up this great big sunbeam and melted half of them. So you cannot talk. Anyone at all.
I mean, my body's. Oh no, they were disintegrated,
A
right?
bunch
The
of
ones
Bunch of
that-
them were, yeah.
In the
Yeah.
moonbeam, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
You
let me
cannot
just
talk.
that.
Each lost there. Yeah.
Can't do
Any
a non-lethal
words at
moonbeam.
There you go.
Also, she's going to turn to the bounty guy if he's come back. So you might want to look into where all these demons are popping up from.
Ah, yes. Well, that's we'll deal with this first.
Other than the hells,
we'll deal with
presumably.
yes. We'll deal with this first, and we might have another proposition for you.
Yes.
But-
Yes.
I mean, demons
No,
I can kill,
no,
but I don't
let's
know about
wait.
holes in the
Yes.
world.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, wait.
Let's hear the proposition first, then we'll discuss.
No. Yes.
So
What is it?
let-
Okay, everybody shut up for a second. Thoradin, and Nadia's going to put her hands, one on each of his shoulders. What have we
You-
learned about agreeing to things we
You
don't
lost us 2K.
understand, Thoradin?
we need to yes. You lost us 2K. We need to yes.
What have we learned?
Remember Talos?
Yeah,
Just
Exactly.
Oh
remember
god, this is
Talos.
different, man.
Let's
it's
not.
not different.
Please
They're not
don't
gonna
equate this
let-
poor, hard-working citizen to Talos. That's very offensive to him.
But
No,
can we
Alternative
just,
guy.
just
We didn't mean it.
remember?
I'm very sorry.
Yes.
You're not Talos.
Okay. Right. Time out, everyone. Let the person speak.
Swear to God, if you keep doing this stupid shit, I'm going to shave your beard off while you're asleep.
Wow. That's low
Whoa.
blow.
it's a low blow.
These lead hands are gonna come out, and you're not gonna like what's gonna happen if you do that.
Sorry.
Okay. So we've done the. I managed to speak to my boss, and he said that he's willing to let slide the Shusova no evidence and swapping in the 2 rocks. So happy to pay about 2,000 gold per rock head.
Very
So-
generous, thank you.
Well, I mean, it's the least I could do, you know. But you know, so let's just wrap all this up for you. The 12 null heads at 250 gold each. That's 3,000 gold. The null fangs head at 1,500 gold is 1,500 gold. The 2 rocks of 2,000 gold is 4,000 gold, and the tieflings body and head is 1,500 gold
Remains.
with remains. Thank you. So that in total comes to 10,000 gold total.
Nice amount.
That's an even.
But,
Yeah.
but we get 40% of that, right? 'Cause of
Yeah,
the-
we get as the JC.
Justice
Yeah,
Collective,
So we get
we
4,000. Okay.
yeah. So we get 4,000, and then split 5 ways.
Is
6,000. Wow.
6
Somebody got a calculator out.
800. Yeah.
800,
something like
800.
800.
So how would you like me to write out the checks for the bank?
So Talari's probably done this math already. So basically, we'll itemize it all out. So she'll put
it-
our 5 names is 800.
Yeah,
and
2,000 for Mythor, and then 2,000 for Vorag, and 2,000 for Sorcerer.
basically, yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
effectively, and then
800.
800 for each of you.
Yeah,
So he managed to write up the checks for each of you, and hands each one to each one of you, and as well as the writ to say that you participated in this bounty.
Yes.
So now that we've got that out of the way, we've
Gold onto my sheet.
also I will give you a head start. Tomorrow we'll release a bounty for 20,000 gold to basically to try and find where those demons were coming from and to stop the whatever was happening. I managed to speak to some of the higher ups. They suspect that it's not going to be a tear in reality, as Helm would have noticed that. That's what they suspect. And some of the other gods would have noticed a tear in reality that all these demons are coming through. And that's very much likely to be more a teleportation circle that they're aware of that they could get to.
What
Is
would the gods have done out of interest if it was a tear? Would they close it themselves?
Well, if they're aware of a tear, they would share the information with their followers so they could repair the tear. Or close up the tear. Considering this is likely gone, this only been noticed by us 3 cities. We've tried to ask around other places and they've not heard anything about any of this going on. So it's if Helm or some of the others would have, if this was like a realm-wide issue, I would have thought that they would have noticed by now, especially with the mercenaries. They would have.
Priests of Helm would have showed up, wouldn't they?
Yeah. So we suspect that it's some form of teleportation circle that's been set up somewhere in somewhere in the wilderness that they've been able to teleport to, and someone set up for them so then they can come through.
Okay.
So we give you a day's head start if you wanted. But if you can basically for anyone able to prove that they've with their destroyed teleportation circle and a few more dead demons, that's practically going to be about 20,000 gold that we're willing to
What
pay.
counts as proof?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to come back to us, and we'll have to go with you to confirm, basically, or if you specifically are willing to do it, we'll probably give you ascending stone so you can summon us to you, and so we can actually get to your location faster. So for the teleportation circle, and we could potentially aid in the destruction of the teleportation circle, but that might be a reduction in your bounty cost. For whoever to swing, whoever swings the sword gets the most money. So completely understand if you don't want to, but the option's there if you did. Just giving you guys a head start, or just a heads up, considering you brought in the most demons here. We've had a few other demons get brought in, but none on this scale, especially not the Fang and
Who
the
else has
Teeth
been
thing as well.
bringing in demons?
Well, we've had a few bounty hunters coming in with like the odd like 1 or 2 gnolls that we guess that they've probably found on the road
When
and
was
just brought
this?
back in.
Recently.
Yeah, about 2 days, 3 days ago that they've probably found on the road.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah,
not
nothing.
before that.
Well, that was the most recent one. I think was 2 days ago. Was the most recent like null that got handed in. But we've had like a smattering of about probably about 1 or 2 a day, probably.
Yeah, but for
That's-
how long?
Well, ever since we've had
This
this
is a-
bounty going,
This a recent thing, yeah.
yeah.
The last few days or so, not the last few months or so.
Oh no, the last few days, yeah. We expect we secretly suspect that they've just been finding them on the road, and taking them in to hand in as bounty, really. But yeah, you are the first crew to coming in with gnolls of this scale. No one else has had this many, brought in this many. So that's why want to give you guys a day's head start before everyone else gets an opportunity to see in the bounty, if you wanted to.
If we don't do it, be honest. Do you think it's likely you guys will find it? Do you think there's like another group out there who could effectively find the portal? Or
Your bounty hunters in the world.
That's what the bounty's for. 20,000 is a meaty reward, and I'm sure someone will try and fill it.
might attract some
That'd be
big
incentive.
bounty hunters?
Yeah.
Okay. Team huddle.
Yeah. I'd surprise you. Well, you two, towards Krusk and Turi, would be even considering this. Do you Godwalk thing?
Well, on the one
Pilgrimage
hand,
is the word.
the demons are a serious problem. On the other hand, pilgrimage. So,
I mean, I'm quite happy to put a spoke in the wheel of our enemies.
I have no stake in your pilgrimage.
the question is, and I'm looking at Krusk here, like, because I know these fuckers don't give a shit anyway. So I'm turning to Krusk and like, I guess the question is, do we trust that someone else more capable will deal with the threat as we would?
I mean,
This is
I'm gonna interject here.
okay.
Iron said we're the only ones who probably actually killed the gnolls that they brought in. Even to any sizable amount. No one even came close.
What's worrying me is
And you think if that's the case, do you really think these people are able to, find where they're all coming from, where there's probably a high concentration of demons, or at the very least a very tough guard? Because if the demons only have one place they're coming in, you can sure as hell expect they're going to defend it. And if these guys
Yeah,
can't handle gnolls,
that's the thing that's concerning me. If we knew that there was like a capable group here who could kind of deal with this, then I'd say let's leave. But
That's
kind of
where my
worried
head's at as well.
we might get some small time bounty hunters who go out and get themselves killed as well. Demons might get like a foothold again in this region. It's kind of concerning.
about your pilgrimage, does that have to occur in Bahamut City?
Yeah, we have to go
They've
to
got
Bahamut.
to go
Yeah,
to
Can you
we
not
have to go
can you
to
not
Bahamut
visit
Temple.
can you not visit one of the Bahamut priests in
No,
another?
no. We have to specifically go.
Fuck is wrong with you? You're a cleric. You know the importance of a temple, right?
Also,
I
they
mean,
have my reliquary
as
there
I've
waiting
said,
for me.
that neutral god.
Fair enough.
Tenenfor
Fair
does
enough.
not give a shit.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Doesn't
Cut.
do this kind of
fine.
thing,
You
apparently.
will not tempt me with your blasphemy.
Okay,
Talari.
okay,
Sylvanas
okay.
doesn't. Sylvanas doesn't do temples either.
I mean,
Well, you
look,
know.
we have to do the pilgrimage to Bahamut's temple, and anyway, we need to go visit Bane City and that. But there's not a strict time limit. If there's
My question is,
but can't your pilgrimage happen at any time? Is there really a time
well,
restraint on such a
it's
thing?
just the vague thing of like we
It's
need to
not-
deal with Bane.
it's
I
not
guess.
so much there's a time restraint on it, but I think both me and Krusk are fairly invested in doing it as soon as possible.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. So,
But could
That's fine.
Bahama help track down these demons?
well, this is
Well,
my
it's
thinking.
nothing like justice to let other people die so you can go on a god walk.
Okay. Look, here's the point I'm thinking here. But thank you for that. Here's the point I'm thinking here. I'm not saying that we don't do it, because I am, based on what this dear new friend of ours is suggesting, that we are the only ones who may be capable of this. But if we do it, is there a way to hasten our journey afterwards that doesn't include us having to travel back and forth and back and forth? I know the Mystra priest was willing to teleport us to Glitter
Let's go
Town?
town.
Glitter
Remember,
Town?
Turi, that we move a lot faster than most people if we go alone. We will be moving twice as fast as any other cart. Certainly far faster than the group we came here with, who are almost all on foot, not to mention not used to that kind of thing. So it won't be a 4-day trip, it'll be a 2-day trip to where we fought the Gnolls. We'll then have to track them, fight anything we find, and come back, admittedly.
Basically, it will delay us by
It
probably
will
like a
delay
week or
us,
something.
probably
but-
by a week, but probably not for any longer than that, because
Well-
we didn't come here by the most efficient route, did we? We took up halfway through with a massive caravan of people. We spent the first half of the thing jumping at every shadow, trying to work out where these gnolls were coming from.
Also, remember, you can locate creature and look for a demon.
Good idea.
Shit, I'd forgotten
That'll
you
help.
could do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, we
Okay.
might be able to use the reward to do something to speed up our later journeys as well.
That's true. But here's my other thinking, and this is the point I really want to get to, is you two are magic users, right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
and right? Okay, so all of these fuckers can teleport. Why can't you?
Well, it's not
Uh,
really something that I can do.
Every
I
mage is the same, you know.
No,
I
okay,
can-
fine.
I can do it, but
Shame
I
you can't
just
perform with
need
that.
bit more practice before I could do it. I've been running some experiments with pebbles and such as we've been doing it, and they haven't been
Okay.
looking so good so far.
It would certainly be useful
How'd
to be
they
able
come
to.
back?
It would
Some have
cer-
come back. Some came back sort of scorched and stuff.
My thought
In that
process
case, you're not
is
teleporting me anywhere.
No.
Yeah,
my
that's a
thought
work in progress.
process
but-
is, if the way this whole thing works is someone draws some circles on the ground in a specific pattern, whatever else, maybe we could talk to the Mystra City priest, get the coordinates of the teleportation circle for Glittergo Town, and if Krusk decides he can fucking do it when we're already down there and have dealt with the problem, then we can just
Turi.
go.
I sympathise with your impatience, but do you really want to let Krusk and his experimental teleportation try and speed us up? I have a feeling that will not speed us up in the slightest.
I think we should let Krusk
I
get a
have
bit more
faith.
sort of. I think we should let Krusk get a little bit more experience with spell.
If that
I
pebble
have
goes
faith.
through, I will tell you, and then we can use. But I think it's a good idea because I
So are
might.
you just chucking pebbles at random like teleportation circles? That's got to be. Maybe they're getting scorched because they're like ending up twatting some mage on the forehead, and they're like getting angry and scorching.
Maybe I should have asked Ark for permission.
You just go to back to his office. It's like stones everywhere.
So often one
You
pigs
need a
out and like
license, man.
whacks
You
him
need
on
a
the
license.
head.
I mean, our character, if we do this and level up, I'll immediately be able to cast teleport. So it's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
idea. What
Yeah,
you're
no,
saying.
but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, we at least have this as a backup option. So if Krusk gets his stone passing through properly,
Pebble.
Very
then
comfortable.
then we can maybe save the couple days we were going to lose.
That's true. I'm definitely fine to do
Maybe,
that.
I
I think I
And
need
if,
some
It's
and
soul
if we
source,
can't,
actually.
no harm done. We
Yeah.
just come back here. We do what we originally planned.
It's worth noting, though, it is considerably harder to learn the magical frequency of a teleportation circle when you're not there.
Mm.
Just. I suppose it's possible, but
I,
it's
j-
a lot more difficult.
I just thought you like drew, pretty pictures on the ground,
I
and
mean,
then that was the right
no.
one.
All the magic circles look the same. They just, let's say, make a
Okay.
different magical sound.
Well, they have different sigils in them.
Some do,
I'll
some
never
don't.
fucking understand magic. That makes no sense to me. Okay. So we do the job. We
Yeah,
get some
we can
extra
give it a
money.
shot.
We destroy some demons, portaling shit.
All is good in the world. We should probably
Everything
drop
is
in at the
hunky dory.
temple and tell that lady who was going to teleport us that we're going to be late, though, because
Yeah,
we've
and
got
get her to
sidetracked
just
dealing with demons.
write some circle shit down for Krusk.
Are we due a reward? Well,
Oh, yeah,
on our
she's
way
going to
back?
give us that key thing, isn't she?
Yeah, the key to
Mm,
our own
That was the thing we were
dimensional thing.
waiting for.
That's what we're waiting for. Yeah. So 2 more
Yeah.
days.
Or day and a
Certainly
half.
go and see Euphemia,
Yeah,
and
day and a half.
Although, if she can't give us the key yet, we're going to have to come back, because otherwise, how's she going to give us the key?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we'll
Well, we have to come back
yeah.
to hand in the bounty regardless.
Yeah.
So,
So either way, we're gonna have to come back.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We should pretty much head out like straight away. Then I
Yeah.
guess lose as little time as possible.
Yeah.
Well, I think probably best we go get supplies because
I'm gonna wait actually because I might as well come back when I've got more gold. Because
I
I
was
think what I want is
thinking
going to be expensive. You think
supplies to go deal with the potions.
I actually, well, I have 4 potions of. I have 2 potions of healing and 2 superior potions I've not used.
I have
So-
one. What the?
Have you just been?
Why-
I'm not holding on to yours or something. Am I?
No.
I've got loads. Yeah.
Whatever.
I think I just bought them and just never used them basically. So I'm pretty kitted out. What I wanted to try and buy, I guess a heads up for Matt. I don't know if they'd have such an item like this. Something that would let me cast like 2 spells in one turn. Like,
is that even a
Does that
I
even
don't know.
exist?
I
Beyond
was
the
just gonna go,
laws
I
of
don't think you
physics.
can. The only, off the top of my head, the only way to physically do that is if you didn't cast the spell through yourself. So, like, say you had a magic item, you can use charges to use a spell through that.
yeah,
That's
I would
technically
I could do that.
different than you using a spell.
Yeah, maybe if I like charge it up with spells or something like the day
But
before.
I
don't know.
can't. I don't think like you physically
Yeah.
can do
the
that.
well? The only way I'm aware of is that if you have multiple actions.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
think
I
even
mean-
so if you're a fighter with action surge,
Mm,
you could with your 2 actions through action surge, you could cast 2 spells.
okay.
That is because so with the way the rules are said is that if you have a spell that at the time of the bonus action, the only other spell you can cast is a cantrip, but there's no other restriction. So if you can cast 2 spells as long as you had the 2 actions to do it, if they were both the time of action.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if
Basically.
there's like a, I don't know if there is an item like this, but an item
You
that
need an
lets me,
item to action surge.
basically, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
You want a super haste ring, basically.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Because I've got the haste ring. I want to upgrade my.
Take it in.
haste.
Could you make this better?
Make it actually work, because it's a bit shonky at the moment.
I mean,
Right,
that's
I
like
got that
the
from an
rough
novice's
thing
shop, right?
that I want. Maybe I'll have a
Exactly.
look through items as well and see if there's anything spicy for magic stuff.
I see.
Yeah, we'll tell the guy at the desk we're willing to give it a shot, I guess.
Well,
And it's so
fantastic.
many places an entire squad of gnolls can hide. They won't exactly
Well,
be subtle
there
about
might not be
running down the
gnolls.
middle of the road.
There might be other types of
Yeah,
demons.
yeah,
right?
but if you march a squad of 20 gnolls down the middle of the road, they leave a mark, even if it has been 4 days since we were last there.
Mm.
We should hopefully still be able to pick up a trace of where the hell they came from.
Yep. Sounds good. Hopefully, I'm hoping Talari's locate thing gets a ping. We can just use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Would
tricky.
be the hope.
I mean, the way that I'm sort of, or Talari's sort of imagining it is even if, because I remember when I don't remember, I believe there was a space in like the top right of the sort of the empty space to the left of us that they
Yeah.
sort of started from, and then they worked around. Because I remember there was like a distinct like like a pattern they were moving in. So you'd
Yeah.
like to think wherever they're originating from, it's the beginning of that path.
Yeah.
So my plan, or her plan, is to get a ping, see which way it's moving, and then move back on themselves. That makes sense.
So, next time on the Ascendant Lands, what will Euphemia say when you say you've got a few days left to go? How well will your tracking of the Gnolls go? Can you find the teleportation circle? Do you realise you've all just leveled up?
Oh,
Next time on the Ascendant Lands,
Ooh.
we shall
nice.
have fun.